and welcome to this edition of the Drew Church Show here in ISNet, Missouri. Vince Brown alongside Cave Central Boys basketball coach Drew Church. Welcome back.
Thank you.
I tell you, this winning against your district opponents is starting to get contagious. You now have swept the entire Class 5 District 1. Big win against Poplar Bluff. Talk about it.
A hard-fought win. It was a rough game. Neither team played particularly well, but, we were able to battle and pull off a close one at the end.
I've followed this team all season, and the one person that continues to stick out of my mind that I think exemplifies how this team has gone through this year is Kevin Casasola, the senior guard. I mean, arguably, if you want to build an all-scrappy team, you build it around him.
Definitely. Kevin gives his all every time he steps on the court, and that's one thing that's made him successful. He's not the best athlete and he's not the biggest, but he's got a huge heart, and like you said, that's contagious with our team, and when you play hard, good things happen.
Looking ahead to the district tournament, of course, seeding is this week for all across the state, and a lot of experts that are following this particular district more than likely will not put you guys at number one, but you've swept the district. You have a chance to sweep Jackson this week 2 times this year, putting what could be a 4-game win streak against them. How do you not get the number 1 seed?
I don't know. That's one thing that you can't control as a coach. It's a voting, and regardless of what seed we get, we've got to just roll with it and try to come out with a game plan and play the best we possibly can in districts.
We'll take a break, look ahead to the big 2-game set. Jackson at the Show Me Center, and then Sikeston for Senior Day over at Tiger Arena. Stay right here. This is the Drew Church Show on ISNet, Missouri. Back here on the Drew Church Show on ISNet, Missouri. Vince Brown alongside Cave Central Boys basketball coach Drew Church. 2 huge SEMO conference games coming up this week. Of course, the last district opponent for the regular season being your longtime rival Jackson. You only 3-game win streak against them, dating back to around this time last year, including a memorable overtime district semifinal classic, where you basically shut out the Indians in the extra period. What's going to be different this time around to possibly get it a little bit more closer to regulation?
Jackson's a very good team. They're well coached. They have size. They have a group of kids that play very hard. So it's going to be a hard-fought ball game. We're going to have to execute and take care of the ball and kind of just play the way we've been playing all year and see what happens.
The interesting thing I saw in the meeting you guys had during the Christmas tournament is that there always is that one-upmanship with the referees. I thought that was one of the most classic things I ever saw. It's like you're trying to get that 1 inch on one side and the other, and of course the refs are going to call their game, but just seeing you and your former boss Darren Scott of Jackson just go back and forth has to be the stuff of legends.
Well, yeah. I guess so. That's one thing you can't control, how the refs call the game, and it's something you just have to adjust to. If it's a rough game or if they're calling it tight, that's something as players you got to be able to deal with. And I think we did a fairly good job, with the exception of a couple games this year, of adjusting. So, never know. Tonight might be a very physical game with not a lot of calls, or it could be a tightly close game and there's a lot of free throw shots.
You also have Caruthersville and what looks to be a switcheroo for Caruthersville with Sikeston, because Sikeston is playing Scott County Central again this week. But you do have the Bulldogs of Sikeston for Senior Day. Second time in 3 years they're coming to Tiger Arena, and they've got Eli, Jackson, Jaquaylin Wiggins. That's going to be a tough matchup for your backcourt.
Definitely. Sikeston's got a very, very athletic group. Have a good ball club this year, and they get up and down, they press, and they're relentless with their defensive pressure, and it's going to be a tough one. We're really going to have to take care of the ball and get the ball to where it needs to be. So, but we're looking forward to the challenge.
We'll take a look back at the final week of the regular season, and we'll preview the Class 5 District 1 tournament, which will be at Poplar Bluff, along with Drew Church. I am Vince Brown. This has been the Drew Church Show on ISNet Missouri.